This horrific place was registered as a shelter. Yes, you heard that correctly. A shelter. It should have been a safe place for all those dogs. The person who owned this hellhole had it for over 8 years before he finally was caught. When rescuers were sent to the location to help authorities save the dogs, they were filled with horror of what they found. The place was not only disgusting, but the dogs that were held in the small cages were one by one in awful conditions. Within further inspection, the rescuers found numerous skeletons of dogs that passed away, but never were removed from the cages. The other dogs were so starved that almost all the skeletons had bones that were clearly chewed on. Imagine what happened when a dog had just passed away, and the other dogs were so hungry, pure horror. In all the chaos and horror, there were also very young pups, born in this hellhole, and now saved before anything bad could also happen to them. The mamas and pups wouldn't have to suffer anymore, and the pups could grow up in a safe place. And then there was this very old and clearly sick little black dog standing in one of the cages. Together with some other small dogs, he had spent 7 years in that cage. When I saw him, my heart started racing. Something inside of me screamed that I needed to take him. Until this day, I don't understand what it was. It just happened. With giving him a closer inspection, it became obviously that he was in a much worse condition than first thought. He needed vet care immediately. My heart grew bigger with the minute. It was as if I had known him for years instead of minutes. All I wanted was to save him, give him a loving home, and let him enjoy his last years. I can still see his little tail wagging, his head a little tilted with those infected eyes, and his funny teeth sticking a bit forward. He got carried in the most loving arms he had ever known. The vet was waiting on the other end of the terrain to help all the dogs that needed immediate vet care. In that short walk, he heard nothing else than loving words. He was told how precious he was, how loved already, and how his life was going to change from now on. His skinny body was put on the table. His extreme long nails made it impossible for him to stand on it, so he was scooped right back up in the loving arms, his tail softly wagging again. The vet started the examination, but when he listened to his heart and lungs, his facial expression changed. Everything froze. Time stood still, and my heart began to hurt. I knew what that facial expression was saying, and it was everything I didn't want to hear. The vet looked up and shook his head. No change to get better. Horrible suffering. I am sorry. No, not him. No, please no. There were dogs that were way worse looking, dogs with awful tumors, infected wounds, etc. Why would my little boy not have a chance? This could not be true. Listen again. Maybe you heard it wrong. Give him every possible medication, and we will just see if he starts to feel better. Please, just give him a chance. But deep down, I knew that if this vet thought there was even the slightest change to save him, he would do everything for that chance. It were the most gut-wrenching words to hear. We have to let him go. He is suffering tremendously. Crawled into those loving arms, you went outside in the sun. You had spent years in the darkness, and now you could feel the warmth on your skin. Rescuers gathered around you, telling you how special you was, how loved you was, and how your suffering would be over. You tilted your head towards the sun, wagged your tail while the vet gave you your injection, and with a very big sight, you drifted away. Held in the arms that would love to held you longer, but I hope that even it was only for the last hour of your life. You felt how loved you were in those arms. Little Blackie, I will forever feel sorry we could not save you sooner. You are one of the most special ones, and I will forever remember you.